Okay, look what we just got in the mail. Me time coffee, hazelnut bliss. I actually got this for Ruben because hazelnut's not my favorite flavor. And Ruben's the one who drinks drip coffee more than I do. I usually drink espresso. However, had to support. You can smell it. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. Anyway, had to support Tony and Me Time Coffee Company. So it is 6:30 p.m. I'm about to take a little cup. I don't know how to open this. I don't want to mess it up. I'll come back to you guys. Horrible angle, but God, it smells so good. It's okay. I'm gonna pour it in here. Pretty sure I should just use like a tablespoon or something, but we're just gonna pour it in. Then we brew. I didn't use this. I was about to use it, but then I was like, you gotta taste the coffee for what it is, right? Before you start adding flavors. I did add my vanilla core power because I don't drink black coffee. So I just like put some vanilla core power in it, but we're gonna taste it. Okay. Okay, Tony. Okay, Tony. Like, it's not sweet, but it's not bitter. Like, it's smooth. So I don't, even though it's not sweet, I don't need to add sweetener to it. Oh, I'm here for this. I'm here for this Me Time Coffee Company. I said I can sing. What made me say that? I just watched a video of me singing and it was good. So I just want to add, this was a joke. This was from me singing in that video last week. I said, I can sing. And he goes, what made you say that? Good evening, y'all. It is Sunday, December 1st. It is the deadline for the Arnold applications. I didn't know if it would be like if it was November 30th or December 1st. Sorry, y'all. I can't do it. I'll do this. Give you a little bit of something. I don't think that helped at all. I didn't know if it would be November 30th was the last day or December 1st was the last day, but being nosy and not like it even matters, I went on there today to see like if I could still apply, like had I not applied, and I could. So today is the last day, which makes sense. It's Sunday. So anyway, prep is going pretty well. Nothing really crazy. It's wild to be cooking all these meals at home. We have not been cooking, okay? We have been eating out. Like, literally last night. Okay, so let me tell you guys what happened last night. It was super funny to me. I don't know if it's going to be funny to you guys. But Ruben was drinking some wine because I'm in prep now, so I'm not drinking wine. And he got a little turned up. And so I'm cooking my meal, okay? And Ruben's not in prep yet. So I'm cooking my meal. I asked Ruben, do you want something? He says no. I should have said, okay, I'm going to cook you something anyway because you haven't eaten, so you're going to need to eat. And I should have just made him something. And that's it. Because if I know anything about Ruben, when there's not food in the house, like, and he's not in prep, which there was food, there was prepped food. I'm like, this man is going to want to go out to eat. Like, he's going to he's going to be at Chick-fil-A. He's going to be wherever. He's going to want to go somewhere to eat. But I was like, whatever, not my circus, not my monkeys. I'm not going to, like, he doesn't want me to make him food. I'm not going to make him food. A couple hours later, I'm laying in bed, just maxing and relaxing. I wasn't like asleep. It was like 7 p.m. or something. I don't know what time it was. Anyway, Ruben comes and sits on the end of the bed, looks at me so pitiful, like, I want In-N-Out. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, can you drive me there? I'm slizzard. Because he had a whole bottle of wine. And I said, I knew I should have made you food. So anyway, I didn't make him food. So I drove my drunk ass husband and my daughter to In-N-Out and got him a double with both types of onions and chopped chilies. And I got Reagan a vanilla shake because I did, in fact, cook Reagan dinner. Plus, she never eats, like, In-N-Out is actually one of the things that she will kind of, like, actually eat the actual thing that we give her. But, I mean, she's 4, and 4-year-olds just don't, I don't know, their appetite is really weird. So, anywho, that was last night. Today, Ruben said, I'm back on. That's what he said last night. I'm going to be back in prep tomorrow. He's not really in prep, but y'all know how sometimes it's hard to, like, not sometimes, it's hard to get back into your prep stride. So he started prep today, but he's not like, I mean, he still ate popcorn and something else. I don't know what else he ate, but other stuff that like is not necessarily in prep. I did not have a perfect prep day. I mean, I'm not going to be like, oh, Ruben's not, and act like I had a perfect prep day as well. I had like a rice cake. I'm supposed to have 3 rice cakes. But I only had 1, and I'm not supposed to have peanut butter, but I had like an unmeasured amount of peanut butter on my single rice cake. And then I'm supposed to have like pecans on my sweet potato, and I did, but again, unmeasured. I was measuring with my heart. So just like I just said with Ruben, it just takes a hot second to get back in. And I know you guys are probably thinking like, Andrea, didn't you just say like you're so locked in, you're so focused? Like, yes, but I'm also still just a girl, okay? So I mean, my body is literally already responding. Remember in check-ins 2 days ago, I was 145. I was 140.8 this morning. So definitely back to my normal weight. And so my stage weight generally, you know, I'm waking up 128 to 130 depending on the show, depending on my carbs. So that's only, 12 pounds? I'd say 15 if we're just going to try to full send it balls to the wall, which kind of feels like a lot of weight to lose. 10 pounds doesn't feel like a lot of weight to lose at all. In 12 weeks. 15 feels like a little bit more of a stretch. Well, it is a little bit more of a stretch. It's 5 more pounds. But it still doesn't feel impossible because I also know that like I'm getting closer and closer to perfect prep days every single day. And I'm going to start hitting those perfect prep days before that list comes out. I can tell you that. Like that's only going to be in a 2-ish weeks. I think by the end of this week, I'm going to be hitting my stride on perfect prep days. And sometimes like these last few days, I've only been in prep for a couple days, right? It hasn't just been food, or it hasn't only been food. I don't know what I'm trying to say. There have been some days that I've had perfect food days, but it wasn't a perfect prep day because I didn't do my cardio that day. My cardio right now is only 15 minutes. So it's not like I'm just out of control with the food. Like today was not a perfect food day. But I have, like Friday, I had a perfect food day. But I can't remember why it wasn't a perfect prep day. I just remember I checked off my thing that it wasn't a perfect prep day. So anyway, all that to say is I've had perfect food days. I actually haven't had a perfect workout day, like technically, because I'm supposed to be doing 15 minutes post lifting cardio, and I have not done that a single time. I have done cardio. I did like a 45-minute boot camp. Like I have done cardio, but they weren't on the same, like the days that I've done cardio so far in this last few days, like the last 4 days, I've only done cardio. I haven't lifted those days at all. And then the days that I've lifted, I haven't done any cardio, but my specific plan is 15 minutes post lifting cardio. So that's why I say I've had some perfect food days, but I still don't consider them perfect prep days because I did miss things on the plan. So anyway, I didn't want to come lift today. I was just going to make it a rest day, but to be honest, I have nothing to do pretty much on Sundays. So on one hand, it makes sense to make it a rest day. Like if I'm going to have a rest day, let's have it on a day where I can like fully rest. On the other hand, I'm like, well, I'd rather have a rest day from the gym on a day that I'm super busy with other stuff so that I don't have to try to squeeze in the gym. Like on Sundays, getting to the gym is very easy because I have nothing to do. Whereas like on Thursdays, I have to take a rest day on Thursday because I don't have time to work out. So I have 2 rest days a week. So it's like, I try to take them like at least definitely on Thursday and sometimes on Wednesday, depending on my, boot camp schedule. But anyway, all that to say, I was going to make today a rest day, but I was just like, you know what, Andrea, get to the gym. You got legs and chest. So let's get it done. And here we are. That was my 8.5 minute drive to the gym. Okay. First off, I said that, I decided to come to the gym. I did not. I said like maybe an hour ago, I said to Ruben like, oh, I was supposed to go to the gym this morning. Or I said I was supposed to go to the gym today. And then I said I should have gone this morning. But I mentally was like not going to the gym. Like I was just saying like I should have done that today. I was not saying that it was an option for me to go tonight. So then anyway, like 30 minutes later, I like sat down. He's like, I thought you were going to the gym. I'm like, ugh. Now that you put it that way. And before I could even like think about it, I just changed my shirt. And now I'm at the gym. And I got this Hawaiian Punch C4. I know I talked about it on Instagram. I don't know if I talked about it on YouTube. This shit is good. This is very reminiscent of the Rise Tropical Punch Kool-Aid. I mean, it tastes like Hawaiian Punch. It's very good. It's not very cold, but I'll deal with it. So anyway, like I said, I did back and shoulders yesterday. I got legs and chest today. If I remember, I'll share my split with you guys. Well, when I'm editing this, I'll see that, and I will share my split with you guys. It's a new split. Just to help me maintain/grow my back and shoulders and maintain my legs. And it's really especially like for my shoulder strength, for my handstand skills, because my new routine is going to require a lot of shoulder strength, chest strength, and endurance. So anyway, that's that. This C4 is not cold. I'm only gonna drink half of it anyway because it's 6:30 p.m. I don't really need an energy drink. I just got it because it tastes good. So I'm just changing my shoes. That's it. Okay. What a workout. I think that was pretty short. I don't know how long I was there. I could check the time, but it seemed pretty short. Like I said, I did legs and chest. I did squats, RDLs, and lunges. And then I actually only did 1.5 sets of lunges because the way these bunions are set up, that position, like, of my back toe when my foot is like bent, it was not working tonight. So, hold on. Okay, so even though I wear these barefoot shoes when I do leg day specifically because I like to have like flat shoes, barefoot shoes, they're a little bit too flexible. Like if I'm in running shoes, my toe is not going to bend. My shoe, it's just going to be like a ballet point shoe. Like my foot's just going to be like this, which is better for my bunion. But in these barefoot shoes, like my foot bends. So anyway, I did one full set and then I started the second set and I was like, yeah, this is not going to happen. And then I did bench press and incline dumbbell chest press. That's all. And then I went into the exercise room because Sunday evenings are so quiet and so empty. And I'm also just trying to make it a point to do these skills every single day, especially after chest and shoulders. Like when I'm tired, I want to do these handstanding skills to work the conditioning. And it was pretty good. I mean, it wasn't amazing. I'm definitely still like learning the first skill. And then the other skill, it's like my handstand pirouette is much later in this routine than it was in my old routine. And I'm also trying to do it with straight legs instead of with the stag leg. So it's just a little bit of It's just a little bit of a learning curve, of trying to see if I will be able to do it that late in the routine. So I just kind of like walked through, even though, I said I don't want to spend a lot of physical time on this. I just wanted to see like how tired will I be at this point. So I kind of like walked through a few of the other skills and then did that. And it wasn't great. It wasn't great, but it's just a starting point. I just like had to tell myself that, like, Andrea, this is just a starting point. You don't need to be running this routine full out tomorrow. Like realistically, I don't need to be running this routine full out. Like I'd say until late January, until February. Like, and I know 4 weeks doesn't seem like a long time. Because I compete on February 28th. So this is obviously all assuming I'm on the list. I compete February 28th. So 4 weeks doesn't seem like that long of a time to be running full outs. But I just think that this routine is going to require a lot of conditioning practice for me. So I think I will be running like condition, skill, section. Ooh, say that 5 times fast. Before I run it full out. And this will be a routine that I probably run full out at Burn Boot Camp, not at Powerhouse. I don't know. We're going to see. Because of the handstanding skills, I like to keep it on a hard surface, but I also know the Arnold is on carpet. So I kind of want to practice it on carpet. I don't know. Y'all, why don't I get on the list first before I like start making these full-on 12-week in detail plans of how I'm going to prep for this show. All that to say, skill practice was pretty good. It wasn't amazing. I'm definitely still learning these skills. I had a lot of misses, but I also had some hits, so I'm happy about that. Now I'm going to Walmart to get some ginger ale Fruit Splash Zero. Shantae notified me. Yes, I've had this. You've seen it in my YouTube. It does exist. They do exist. What commercial is that from? Oh, I just saw a falling star. Had to make a wish. So anyway, I'm going to Walmart to get a fruit splash. And actually, now that I mention that, okay, remember how I said I came on, or I was at home and I got in bed and Ruben was like, oh, I thought you were going to the gym. Actually, this is actually what happened. Now I remember clearly. I said, I'm going to go to Walmart to get those sodas. And then he said, I thought you were going to the gym. So anyway, either way, Ruben's the one who said, I thought you were going to the gym. And now I went to the gym, but I'm still getting these ginger ale fruit splash zeros because they were pretty good. And I want one. So, well, I want a 12 pack. And I really think that's it for the night. I also started doing daily vacuums, you guys. I've known that I was supposed to be doing daily vacuums because everybody talks about it. You know, Sydney talks about it, and Allison told me that she does it, and like all the bikini girls, because you know bikini girls gotta have a tiny waist. I mean, I think everybody has to have a tiny waist, but specifically bikini girls, I feel like that's like a really big part of their criteria is like having the tight waist. Anyway, everybody talks about daily vacuums, daily vacuums, daily vacuums, and I never did it just because, I don't know, mostly because I forgot. Like, it's just like a habit. It's something that you have to think about doing. And vacuums are also kind of hard. So anyway, all that to say, I started doing daily vacuums. I don't know why I said that, but I started doing daily vacuums, and I'm excited to see if my waist looks smaller tomorrow. Tomorrow, after 3 days of daily vacuums, hopefully my waist is smaller. Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, December 2nd. I am headed home. I just dropped off Reagan at school. Me and Ruben are like just doing our monthly budget and stuff. Sorry, sir. Sorry. Well, actually, I shouldn't be apologizing to him because I was on the road and he was pulling out into the street. So technically, he should be sorry for not using a blinker and for not waiting for me to pass. Anyway, what was I saying? So Ruben and I just have like a budget meeting, stuff like that. And then hopefully that won't take too long because I would like to go lift before I have to pick up Reagan from school. So hopefully that meeting will only be like an hour or less. So then I can go to Powerhouse and lift. I have back and buys today. Listen, I did legs and chest yesterday. Your girl is a little sore. I think that I'm going to be sore for at least a couple of weeks because it's been so long since I have lifted and lifted heavy. I didn't even lift that heavy yesterday. Like, I remember thinking I can go heavier, but I also was trying to be reasonable because that was the first time that I did barbell squats. It was the first time I did bench press, like, in a long time. So I did squats and bench, both with the same weight. 4 sets of 8 to 10, 95 pounds. Like, realistically, I definitely could have gone heavier on the squats because, again, like, I did the same weight on bench. And I knew it. Like, literally, after my first set of 10 on the squats, I was like, this is, like, RPE 7. Like, it's not as hard as I like to be working at the end of my sets. But let me tell you, by that 4th set, my legs were already starting to get sore. Like, I was like, this is insane. So anyway, same thing on my bench. Like, I knew I could have gone heavier, but I was just trying to be reasonable because it's been a long time. And sure enough, this morning I'm super sore. Anyway, my back and buys today. My back is still, it's not really sore. It's not really the right word, but I can feel that I did back a couple days ago. I don't know, like, really, to be honest, even though I'm a personal trainer, I don't really know, like, what the best practices are for, like, being sore. I mean, obviously, I tell my members, like, it's okay for you to come in and work out sore, but it's also, like, we're also doing different muscle groups. Like, I'm sore from back day, and now I have another back day. Like, that's different than being sore from leg day and then coming in and doing chest. Like, you know. So anyway, it doesn't matter. It's not like I can't move. I'm not injured. I just can feel my back still. Which is great because, you know, we got to get a bigger back. So yeah, back in buys today, and then I'm going to go to Burn Boot Camp later to do athletic conditioning. I kind of like have to make up for all the cardio that I haven't been doing. I think that'll catch me up on all my cardio. 45 minutes of Burn Boot Camp should catch me up on the last 3 days of not doing my 15 minutes. So I was 139.1 this morning. Let's go. Your girl is back, okay? I just want to remind you guys, I was 145 4 days ago, right? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, what's today? Monday, Friday. So Friday I was 145, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I guess, yeah, 4 days ago. I was 145. 139.1. I wasn't even like 139.9. I was 139.1. That means tomorrow I expect to be 138, okay? 138 point something. I don't think I'm going to be losing weight every single day, but I knew this first couple weeks, I would have like some big drops, because I think that my actual weight is closer to 137, 136. Maybe a little bit higher than that because I've been eating since Ben Weeder, but I think leading into Ben Weeder, I definitely think that I was like 136. And then I just like pulled back a ton of water, right? And that's how I got down to 133 or 132, whatever it was. Oh shoot, I meant to go to my mom's house. I'm gonna turn around. So anyway, all that to say, if I can get to like 130, I'd say a realistic 137 without having to do anything drastic, like again, pull water or like not eat after 6 p.m. Like, you know, because sometimes you can trick the scale. Like if I stop eating at 6 p.m., of course I'm going to be super light the next morning because it's been 12 hours since I've eaten. So if I like have a normal diet, I stop eating at a normal time, like I'd say 7:30 is the latest that I like to eat so that I can, because y'all, my digestion, she's been moving. And I think that a large part of that is that I've tried to stop eating by 7:30. I just need time. So anyway, I'm like, if I can get to 137 or 136 in the next couple of weeks without doing anything, any trick plays, then I think I will be in a very good spot to start pushing for prep, you know, and by then, you know, the list will be out and hopefully I'll be on it. Because yes, I'm locked in. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Of course, I've told y'all I haven't had perfect prep days, but I've been getting pretty close. I'm not going to lie, you guys. I think that I also still feel like I need to see that list. Now, if the list isn't out by December 15th or whatever, like that Friday or whatever is of that second week of December, I got to look and see what day of the week it was last year. I don't really care that much, but you know, I actually do care that much because I'm all about the details. If it's not out by then, I need to move on and I need to like not use that as an excuse. Like it's hard because I'm not purposely using it as an excuse. I'm not saying like, well, the list isn't out yet, so I might not be on the list, so I don't want to push as hard. I just am being real about how I can tell how my effort is being impacted by not knowing if I'm on the list or not. Like I am trying, right? Like I'm doing my diet and I'm going to the gym, but I'm not like, you know, during Titans, I was like savage. Like I was like, would tell Ruben, I'm going to the gym. I need to go to the gym at this time. And there was like no excuses. I really like, it was a very selfish period of time where I just wasn't considering anything but my own prep. And that's how you have to be, honestly. Like, but like right now I'm like, oh, well, I want to spend time at home. I don't really want to leave. Like everyone's hanging out. Like, I think I should just hang out. Like, I'm kind of like still in that, well, I mean, just how I was last night. I was like, well, I should have worked out today, but I didn't. I'll just make it up tomorrow. Like once I'm on that list, it's not going to be that. It's going to be like, hey, I got to go to the gym. Like we're 12 weeks out. We're 10 weeks out. Like I have to go to the gym. I will see you in 2 hours or whatever it is. So anyway, I'm at my mom's. Got to grab something. If I have anything else to add, I'll add it. Otherwise, I'll see y'all later. Okay, I know what I was going to add. Just this one thing before I get home. So I was working on my routine last night and I told y'all like, it wasn't amazing, but it wasn't horrible. Like I'm definitely just still in the learning phase of a lot of these skills. Well, I'm really only learning one skill, but I'm just like, you know, if you're a fitness competitor, you know what I'm talking about. I'm in the beginning part where I'm just like trying to piece together and see what's realistic and start building my confidence and my conditioning, whatever. But I did kind of walk through the routine. You guys, this routine is going to be so hard. So hard. The level of effort that I'm going to have to put in to execute this routine the way that I'm envisioning it, it's not going to be easy. And at this point, there's no other options. Like I'm not allowing myself to even think of backup options. If we get to, you know, mid-January and it's just like definitely not even close, then I'll think of some backup options. But for now, I'm just like going balls to the wall. Like you have to make this routine happen because this routine, again, as I envision it, has a ton of potential to be a really amazing routine. However, what I know about what I've noticed, I guess, about like, now, again, I'm in the preliminary stages of executing this thing, so my execution isn't like exactly what I want it to be. One thing I just want to be very careful of is to make sure that it doesn't look half-assed or sloppy or tired. Like, I just think of Arika. Arika to me is a really good example of this type of performance, because I always think Arika's routines are very strong. I think they're powerful. I think they're clean. I've never watched one of Arika's routines and thought like, wow, she looks tired. To be honest, I think Arika ranks lower than like I think she should. I don't know. Like, I mean, sometimes she ranks really well, but sometimes she doesn't. And I'm always like surprised that she doesn't rank as high. But she did rank pretty high at the Arnold last year. So anyway, I'm just hoping that I can deliver it in the way that Arika delivers her routines, like very dramatic and powerful and clean, compared to, I don't know, like myself practicing right now. I'm not gonna like say anybody's name. I can't even think of somebody off the top of my head who does like typically very sloppy, slow routines. But anyway, that's all, is that this routine is going to challenge the hell out of me. And I love that. That's part of it, right? Like, that's part of this experience for me, is challenging myself like more than I've ever challenged myself before. So anyway, that's it. I'm home now. Okay, so sorry about the echo. I'm in a racquetball court. Ruben and I came to a different powerhouse. We came to the other location because they have a steam room here and he wants to get in there. But there's a class going on. But this one has like a lot more stuff. I like our location, or like my close location, a lot better because it's more spacious. Like, this one's super crowded all the time, but this one like has more stuff. I feel like ours is nicer, but technically, like on paper, this one's nicer. They have like a cardio cinema, they have like a wall full of TVs, they have an upstairs, they have a steam room, they have racquetball courts, they have a basketball court. I want to say maybe there's a pool here too, like a lap pool. I'm not really sure. The kids club area at this one sucks. Reagan literally started crying when I told her we were coming to this location. She literally started crying. She's like, I don't like that other powerhouse. They don't have a slide. Because the kids club at our powerhouse has like a full on like indoor like climber like play place type thing. Anyway, we're here. I'm in the racquetball room, about to work some skills, just hit back. I feel pretty good. Like, obviously this is like not a great angle, but what did I just do? I don't know what I just did. And I was like, oh, I have like a little tiny bit of shoulders. I feel like this is literally what my shoulders look like leading into Ben Leader. And normally, like, y'all pay attention. When we get closer to the Arnold, me just sitting here like this, you're gonna see my shoulders. So like I said, that's how I knew coming into Ben Leader that I was not looking right. I mean, that's one of many reasons. So anyway, gonna work on some handstanding skills while Ruben sits in the steam room. Then he wants to cut his hair. So he said he's gonna be bald, so we're gonna cut off his locks today. He's been growing them since we got married, actually. He showed up to our wedding, surprised me with no locks, like he was growing them, and then he literally cut them off and surprised me at the wedding, and he's been growing them since our wedding. This is such a weird photo, but this is 2 days before our wedding. Okay, that's his hair. This is me when I first saw Ruben. First off, look at the beads. Look at the dress. And now at this point, I'm just digging through wedding photos, and I just love these photos. So please enjoy these photos of Ruben and I at our wedding. Oh my God, that's a good photo. I love that photo. So we're cutting them off tonight. He says, he's been saying it, but he said he wants to cut them off tonight. Just because there's not a lot of locticians where we live. Like, there's not a lot of people around here that can take care of his hair. And one thing he also said was just like, it's different in Memphis where there's like a lot of black people and locks are just locks. But I think out here, locks are like, I don't know, they have like more of a negative connotation with like how, or like, not a negative connotation, but it's just like the first impression is like not as good. Whereas like in Memphis, I don't think there's any difference in how someone perceives you if you have locks or if you don't have locks. Like, I think it's a non-issue. I think here, at least this is what Ruben said, and I kind of agree. I don't think it's a conscious, like, oh, he has locks, he's this, that, he's that, but I think it, like, subconsciously, people might feel some kind of way. So anyway, he wants to cut him off because there's no one to take care of him. He hasn't had a retwist in so long. So we're cutting him, and he said we can put it on YouTube. Also, I'm not someone who tends to, like, record people in public with the intent of shaming them. You know what? I'm not going to do it. But this girl is doing her full leg workout with, like, UGG slip-ons. Like, UGG platform slip-ons. Girl, if you don't get yourself some damn exercise shoes. Y'all, I'm going to try to keep this short. I've already filmed this video once, but it was like 2 minutes long. The CrzYoga Butterlux joggers. I'm sick. I am sick, you guys. First off, for $19, like, no questions. Even at full price, I need 10 more pairs of these. So I originally said, oh, they're giving Viore dupe. These are way better than my Vioris. Like, hands down, they go higher. My Vioris are only, like, right here. They're, like, right below my belly button, and I like a little bit of a higher waist. It's, like, a little stretchy. Like, in the front, it looks like this. In the back, it just looks like a legging, but they have a zipper. They have zipper pockets. And they have, like, that jogger ankle at the bottom. I get 28-inch because I just like for my pants to come, like, all the way down. You guys, these just became my new favorite pair. Like, and I have a lot. I got fleece lined. I just got a new, like, air feeling, which is more snug, but similar to Butterlux. I'm going to talk about it later. You have to get these. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. You have to get these ones. Okay, Reagan. Do you know how to use those?
Get them away from your face.
Okay, let's do it. Let's cut one.
Okay, a little piece. Give me a little.
So I need you to cut it right here. No, right here. No higher.
I don't think these are the right scissors for the job.
Right there.
You might need different scissors.
One more time. One more time.
Oh!
One more time.
Oh! Let me see it. Oh, we're about to make another wig for Halloween. Good morning, y'all. It is Tuesday, December 3rd. You know, the usual, headed to train. It is cold. It's 46 degrees outside. My heater was on full blast, but then I was like fogging up the windshield, so I turned it on deep frost, but I'm cold. I want the air right here. I don't want it up there. I want it in my eyelashes. Anyway, I'm just trying to figure out how to get warm. What's going on? Okay, so I was 139.3 this morning, so up 0.2 from yesterday, which is fine. Like, I mean, I had not a perfect prep day yesterday, but pretty close. It's that nighttime, y'all. If I'm not in bed, it's dangerous, okay? So we cut Ruben's hair, as y'all saw. But I was actually, like, already in bed. But then we decided to cut his hair, so we cut his hair. Then I get back in bed, and while he's, like, fixing it up, Reagan's like, can I have popcorn? I said, ask your dad if it's okay. Like, I knew he was doing something. I'm like, ask your dad if it's okay, because he's going to be the one that's, like, awake with you. So Ruben says, yes, you can have popcorn. So I go make her popcorn. I'm picking out all the kernels. And obviously I have at least 50 calories worth of popcorn. Now, is the 50 calories a big deal? No. However, eating minutes before I get in bed, like, that's the thing, right? So I already knew I was 140.8 when I went to bed, and like I said, 139.3 when I woke up. I didn't go to the bathroom this morning. So anyway, all in all, it was a very good prep day until I had those 2 handfuls, large handfuls of popcorn, probably like really equated to 3 handfuls of popcorn. And again, like, first off, it's not a perfect prep day, so let me start there. I'm not like making excuses for it, but I'm like, I'm not worried about the calories. For me, it's like, what, like, at this point, I'm not concerned about the calories. I'm like, girl, why are you eating literally right before you get in bed? I'm literally still chewing as I'm in bed. Like, girl, stop. So anyway, just get a little bit tighter every single day. Drinking my me time coffee. So I typically don't drink coffee. I usually drink espresso, and like splash it with, I make like a latte with my core power, my vanilla protein. However, whatever. Sometimes I drink coffee. So this morning I decided to make a coffee. It's like the 8-ounce pour, like a small pour. And then I just put in my salted caramel syrup and just frothed the core power. So anyway, it's pretty good. It's not, in my opinion, like, I just don't like mistos. Like, I think that's what this is called, a cafe misto. It's basically like a latte, except it's more coffee. Like, if you think of a latte, y'all know I used to be a barista in college. I worked at this place called Badass Coffee Company. Me and my roommate Kaale, who Reagan is kind of named after. I think I've talked about this before. Kaale Ray. Her middle name is Ray, and I used to call her Ray Ray. And then I was like, I love that. I want to call my daughter Ray Ray. And I don't even call Reagan Ray Ray. I call her Ray Girl. Someone calls her Ray Ray. People do call her Ray Ray, just not me. Anyway, me and Kaale used to work at Badass Coffee Company, so that has nothing to do with this. But I believe a latte is like an espresso shot. So maybe like, 1 ounce of espresso and the rest of the cup. So if you have let's say it's an 8-ounce cup, you have 1 ounce of espresso and 7 ounces of milk. Where a misto is, let's say in that same 8-ounce cup, it's 4 ounces of coffee and 4 ounces of milk. So it's like, it drinks the same, well, similar, I should say, but it's more coffee, so it's less calories. Anyway, I made myself a misto this morning. I don't love mistos. I prefer lattes because I like milk. But when you are in prep, you're trying to save calories. Sometimes you got to drink a misto instead of a latte. Anyway, that was a lot of talking to tell you guys what's in this cup this morning. So this is the last thing, and then I need to sit in silence. I am going back and forth. So I got this. Oh, I just saw a bat. Anyway, I got this gift card for my birthday for Amazon, and I'm like, man, first off, I really wanted a smart ring, but smart rings are expensive. Okay, did I already talk about this? We're gonna find out. Smart rings are expensive, so I'm really trying to decide: do I want a smartwatch? Do I want a Galaxy watch? Or there's this other one. Yeah, I think it's supposed to make you think it's from Amazon. Amazfit. I don't know. I get ads for it on my Instagram. It's not Amazon brand. But it looks like Amazon to me. Anyway, there's these 2 watches that I keep like looking at. And I'm like, Andrea, I used to wear Whoop. I don't know how you say it. And I loved that thing. But it's a monthly subscription service. Like, I don't want a subscription service. I just want something that I buy and then I have it. That's the thing with the Aura ring too. Like, I really wanted the Aura ring, but I'm like, I don't want to pay monthly. I want to buy it and be done. I don't want to pay for the service. I just want to buy the item. Like a Fitbit, you can just buy the item, right? Isn't that true? I don't know. It's been a decade since I've had a Fitbit. But anyway, I'm also like, you haven't worn a Whoop in over a year and nothing bad has happened to you. Like, you didn't wear a Whoop this entire prep, which I really like it during prep because I like to see my recovery and I like to see my heart rate during cardio. But I'm like, you went this entire year of prep without it, and you did just fine. Did I? I didn't win anything. So anyway, I'm trying to decide, should I get a Galaxy Watch? I know most of y'all are iPhone users, so you're going to be like, I love my Apple Watch, but I don't want to make calls from my watch. I don't want to be like in the gym, hello? No, I just want to check my heart rate and check my sleep. Like my body temperature, if that's a possibility. Anyway, if you are someone who has an Apple Watch, I actually don't care about the Apple Watch opinions that much, but I'll take them because I know that most of the people are Apple Watch users. If you have an Apple Watch or Garmin, my mom just got a Garmin, so I'm excited to like hear her feedback on it after like a week or so. Apple Watch, Garmin, Galaxy Watch. I don't really care about Fitbit opinions because I don't want a Fitbit. But I do know that some people, I think Kapani, you wear a Fitbit, right? Anyway, if you are someone who tracks that stuff, and I don't just mean your workout calories, because literally my workout calories are the lowest priority. I do not care. I care about my cardio heart rate, and I care about my recovery, and I care about like my resting heart rate. Anyway, if you're someone who uses one of those things, sell me on it. Sell me on it, or tell me, Andrea, spend your Amazon gift card on something else. Because I'm just trying to decide, like, I want it, I don't need it, but I'm also like, Andrea, it's a birthday gift card, so like it's okay to buy things that you just want and you don't need. Like, that's something that, I mean, you guys know I'm a penny pincher, so it's hard for me to buy things just because I want them. So I don't know. Anyway, that's it. I'm gonna sit in silence and drink my cafe misto before I go train all day. just so you know, this is a real-time update. I ordered the Garmin Vivo Active 5. I did a lot of research. I put a poll on Instagram. 4 people responded to it. 3 of those people said get a Garmin. One of those was Taylor, little T, and she is like a smartwatch aficionado. She was like, I've had like 3 Garmin watches. I've had an Apple Watch. I've had a Whoop. I've had an Oura Ring. And she was like, Garmin till the day that I die. And she compared all the Garmin watches. And so anyway, I ordered the Vivo Active 5. Honestly, I could have done with the 4, which is $100 cheaper. However, the 5 comes with nap detection, which naps are like a very big part of my life. So that was a feature I was willing to pay an extra $100 for, even though at first I didn't even want to spend any money at all. But if I'm going to buy it, I'm getting it. Yo, I got bad news. Well, it's not bad news. It's a confession. I went to Crumble. I had a birthday reward, and I could have just saved it, obviously. But obviously, we all know that I'm about to save it. I did not save it. The selections this week were just too good. And if it were cookies, like if it were a cookie flavor that I really wanted, I would have just gotten it and vacuum sealed it and frozen it, or probably honestly just been like, it'll come around on the menu again, I'll get it when I get it. But it was a cake that I wanted. It was like the butter cake, and I needed it. I was like, I don't know when this is going to be back on the menu. I missed it the last time it was on the menu because I was in prep. And I just don't think the cakes, like, I think they're too big and like the frosting is too hot. I was just like, I just don't think this is going to freeze well. So I went and I got it. And it was completely divine. It was so good. It honestly, you guys, cut me off. That was the best thing I've ever had at Crumble. Ever. Like I'm actually still like ruminating on what I just ate. The butter cake was off the charts. I'll talk more about it in a second for those who need to hear about my review, but it was delicious. I know sometimes you're in prep and you eat stuff and you cheat. I feel like 99% of the time you cheat on your diet. In prep, it's never worth it. Like you eat it and you're like, why did I do that? That was not worth it. The butter cake was worth it. Okay, so anyway, as I was saying, I maybe feel like I got a little bit cocky. This isn't actually what I was saying, but now it's what I'm saying. Hi, Reagan. You can say hi. So first I'm going to talk about why I got the Crumble, and then I'm going to give you a full review on that butter cake.
Guess what, Mommy?
So, yes, Reagan.
I got a good news with that.
What's she doing? Why are your socks and shoes off?
Guess what the
Oh my
good
gosh.
news is?
What's the good news?
The good news, I found my golden boots.
The good news is you found your golden boots. What's the bad news?
The bad news is, look, I broke them.
You what?
I broke them.
You broke what?
Ring.
Your ring? Oh, okay. The bad news is why are your feet up here? Anyway. So, I feel like maybe I got a little bit cocky. Like, not cocky with the weight loss because I've been losing weight, right? But I think I felt like, okay, we're not like overweight. Obviously, I was never overweight, but we're not like way above what we're supposed to be. We're actually in the right spot. So I guess I feel like subconsciously I had room to do this right now because of how far out I am and because of what my body is doing right now. Now, again, I mentioned it yesterday, and obviously in this video was maybe only like 5 minutes ago or whatever. I also know that once my name is on that list officially, like the level of needing to have perfect prep days is going to go up. Like, I'm not going to be like, well, I look pretty good, so I'm going to have 1,000-calorie butter cake. Like, no, that's not going to happen. But I also think that subconsciously, or maybe even consciously, I don't know, I didn't really have this thought, but maybe, like, personally, I wasn't planning to start prep yet. Remember, I said I'm going to start prep December 6th because that's 12 weeks out. Like, I'm still earlier than what I mentally was prepared to be in prep for. So I think that's also part of it, like where I think I feel like I'm still early or like starting ahead. So anyway, the butter cake was divine, y'all. Oh my God. It's like,
Mommy, you spit it.
no, I didn't. It's like, has caramelized sugar on the outside. So it's like crunchy on the outside, but it is so soft and like
Mommy, you
moist
spit it again.
in the middle.
Mommy,
And
you
yes.
spit it.
No, I didn't. And it has like a whipped cream on top. It's like not a frosting, but it's like something, it's like lighter than a frosting, and it's not quite as sweet. Whatever it was was insane. I love a butter cake. I usually get the butter cake from CPK or California Pizza Kitchen. Now, granted, I go to CPK like once a year, but like if there's a butter cake on the menu, which there aren't a lot of places where there's a butter cake on the menu, that's what I want. So I was very excited to try this. Like I said, I missed it the first time, so I needed it. It was worth 1,000 calories, even if I'm supposed to be in prep. Like, it was worth it. Now, if it comes back again during this next prep, I'm not going to get it because I've already had it once. And now at that point, I'll be like, okay, this thing seems to be coming back often enough that if I miss it during prep, I'm sure I'll see it again soon enough. But if I upload this video, which I probably should because I'm at 50 minutes, y'all can't see it, but on my screen right here, I'll put a picture of it. On my screen right there, it's telling me that I have 50 minutes of storage left. If I upload this before this week is over and y'all watch this and you are a sweets person, go to Crumble and get the butter cake. From what I've heard from other people, the cakes are better than the cookies. Now, I like the cookies. I don't like all the cookies, but I do like the cookies. There's like a joke that black people don't like Crumble cookies. It's like, why doesn't Crumble ever share reviews from black people? And they're all like black people like spitting out the cookies and like saying how yucky they are. Reagan, stop. I like Crumble cookies. However, I don't love every single cookie that they have. Like, there are certain cookies that are really... I gotta go. Y'all, how is this video already 57 minutes? It's only Tuesday. What have I been talking about? I'll tell you why. It's because I've been doing all these friggin' 10-minute long videos. And I know I normally do talk for a long time. Like, that's not off-brand for me at all. But I don't normally do 10 minutes. Like, I feel like I'm recording less, but like when I'm recording, I'm saying a lot because I'm having these full, deep, thoughtful conversations. Anyway, actually, my video is going to be a little shorter than the raw files. So my current raw files say 57 minutes, but actually I had an entire conversation this morning about a smartwatch, but I've already decided which smartwatch I'm getting. So hello, your light screen. I've decided that I'm getting a smartwatch and which one I'm getting. So that conversation has been deleted. So maybe that'll save us a few minutes. Anyway, I'm headed to Powerhouse. I just stopped at 7-Eleven to get a bang. I know you're wondering, Andrew, why are you drinking an energy drink when it's dark outside? First off, because it gets dark way too early. And that's part of why I need energy. I'm just super tired. I've been up all morning long. And I didn't get a nap. And to be honest, y'all, I need to like do some research and I need to talk to Ruben and see what he knows about it. My body, I do not metabolize carbs very well. There's like a lot of stuff, like, I mean, so much research, and a lot of bodybuilding coaches and health coaches and stuff will tell you like, okay, here's the symptoms if you're not breaking down protein very well. Here's symptoms if you're not breaking down carbs very well. Here's symptoms if you're not breaking down fat very well. I have discovered that I'm struggling to break down carbs, which is why, if you remember during prep, when I would get refeeds, I felt like shit the next day. It's because my body is not doing great with breaking down carbs. And so today, when I had that freaking billion carb butter cake, while it was delicious, it knocked me out, like energy wise. Combined with the fact that I'm just tired because I have a long work morning on Tuesdays and, you know, it's dark outside, whatever. Anyway, so I'm only going to drink half of this. However, I definitely needed something. So anyway, I'm going to the gym. I left Reagan at home. She fell asleep. She was so cute when she fell asleep in her little, my little breastfeeding pillow that I got when she was a little baby. She like fell in it. It's like a little body pillow for her. Left her at home. Ruben's at home, and I'm just gonna go quickly hit shoulders. It's supposed to be shoulders and arms, but to be honest, I think I'm just gonna do the shoulders part of it, and maybe do some handstands and push-ups. Like I said, I'm just super tired, to be honest, and I just want to go home and eat. It's already after 6, and I don't want to be eating, as I stated before. I don't really want to be eating past 7:30 if I can manage it. Like, I probably will eat past 7:30 tonight because I just don't imagine that I'm going to get to the gym, work out, get home, and cook and eat all before 7:30, which is like the next 75 minutes. However, the closer I can stay to 7:30, the better. So, anyway, I think that's really it. I don't really know what else I'm going to have to add during this. I got to figure out, like, I feel like the people who watch my vlogs, I mean, I don't know. You guys tell me, like, actually, I think I know the answer, but I'm going to ask you anyway. I think that most of you prefer shorter clips. And when I say shorter, like, my version of shorter clips is this length right now, 4 minutes and shorter. I know for Shantae, 4 minutes feels like an entire podcast episode. But for me, I consider 4 minutes short. Do you prefer multiple shorter clips that are like that I'm filming more often every single day. I'm talking multiple times a day. Or what I've just like kind of gravitated to recently, which is like maybe only filming once or twice a day or every other day. But every time I film, it's like 5 to 10 minutes long. I already know the answer. I know y'all are not trying to listen to me talk for 10 minutes at a time, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Not that it's going to impact. It's not going to change a lot. I mean, I'll try to see if it impacts me, but ultimately, does Reagan say you get what you get and you don't throw a fit? Gosh, the gym's not even set up. Good morning, everybody. It's check-in Friday. I woke up early today to so that I could be at the gym early to set up, as y'all saw in the previous video. So let me give some context to the last video, first of all. Thursday nights, I've talked about this before, I'm pretty sure on YouTube. Thursday nights, I'm tired. I'm spent. I've been at the gym all day. Reagan's with me on Thursday nights, and she's just running wild, not following rules. Like, she's at the end of her day too, right? And so Thursday nights, I don't want to be there a minute longer than I have to be. So typically, I will do most of the setup, but then I'm just like, I'll do the rest of this in the morning. Like, I gotta go. So that's what I did last night. Did most of it. And then I said, okay, I'll do like these other things tomorrow in the morning. So I get to the gym, and I remember when I'm sitting there early sipping my coffee, I remember the gym is not set up. And that video that you saw was a real life reaction of me realizing that the gym was not set up, because what was actually happening was I was about to vlog. So I set up my camera, I started recording, and I started talking about check-ins, and then I realized that the gym wasn't set up, so I pressed stop, and then I went to like grab my phone, and I guess when I grabbed my phone, I started recording again, and that's when y'all caught that reaction of me being mad that the gym wasn't set up. Anyway, check-ins. Oh my gosh, the southbound traffic. Okay, check-ins, pretty good. My weight is like 141 point something, 369. Damn, she fine. Okay, it's something. It's higher than it was. I thought I was gonna be down in the 138s by my check-ins, but instead, my weight went up. That's what I get for going to Crumble 2 days ago or whenever that was. That's what I get. However, the body, I was pleasantly surprised at what I look like. Honestly, I haven't compared my check-ins this week to my check-ins last week. But I have to look better than what I looked like last week, okay? But I remember thinking this morning when I looked at them, because I haven't even looked at them more than once. I literally just, I film the video, I take the screenshots during the video, and that's literally all that I looked at. So normally I sit and I look at them and I do side by sides and all that. I haven't done any of that today. So my gut reaction is that I'm happy with my check-ins, despite the scale being up a little higher than I thought it was gonna be. Of course, I did go to the bathroom now, but I already weighed myself and ate, so who knows what the scale would have been if I would have gone to the bathroom before I weighed myself, but whatever, it doesn't matter. My legs look pretty tight, which I was not surprised by, because my legs always look pretty tight, but my legs, I remember thinking, oh wow, my legs look better than I thought they would. And my back doesn't look great. However, it does, to me, maybe it's just me having wishful thinking, it looks like our back is going to shape, like it's just giving potential. And I don't know if it's because I did 3 back days this week and I'm going to be doing that every week or what, but my back, it just looks different to me. It doesn't look peeled. It doesn't look bigger. It just, something looks different about my back, and it was a good different. So I'm just excited to see specifically what my back does. I don't even remember what the back of my legs look like. I don't remember what my waistline looked like. So anyway, I'm pretty excited about that. Today is when my check-ins were like supposed to officially, or not my check-ins. Today was when I personally was mentally officially starting prep. So all the little extras nonsense that I've been doing or not doing, you know, my 15 minutes of post-lifting cardio that I haven't been doing, the popcorn that I had with Reagan, obviously not going to be going to Crumble anymore. Like I'm tightening up those details, because again, at this point now we're 12 weeks out. It's time to start pushing a little bit harder. Digestion hasn't been perfect, but it's been significantly better than it was all of my other prep. We're like deep into my other preps. So I'm just hoping we can maintain this. I started taking a lot of vitamins, which reminds me, my vitamins from this morning are still sitting in this part of my car. I didn't take them this morning because I was in a rush to be early. I started taking a lot of vitamins, just like trying to pay more attention to my health in general, but just like my gut health, being able to digest food better. So currently, here's what I take. This is a multi-mineral essentials vitamin. I don't know. It's like not a full multivitamin. It just has like, I don't know, vitamin A, C, D. I don't know. I got to check the label. Then this is cod liver oil. It's like more of a robust fish oil. Then one of these is vitamin D. One of these is vitamin E. They look the same. One's bigger, one's smaller. I don't know which one is which. And then this is a magnesium. And then I am also ordering a super B. It's not called a super B. It's called like a B complex. It's like all the B vitamins, because all the B vitamins are helpful pretty much for everything, but especially for digestion. So a B vitamin or a B complex that also has a vitamin C in it. So I'm getting everything. Everybody. And then I also, of course, in my coffee, put the glutamine, I put collagen, I put creatine, and I put, what's the fourth thing? MSM. So I'm just trying to be better about that, because I was barely taking a multivitamin during my last prep. Like, I would take it, but I would forget to take it a lot. I don't know why I put that in quotes. I actually did forget. I just like didn't think about it, didn't care, didn't prioritize it. So now I'm just like trying to be a lot better at actually prioritizing things, especially with a bodybuilding diet. There's not a lot of variety. You're not getting all your micronutrients. So just trying to see how that impacts how I feel during this prep, especially because I plan to put a little bit more effort, a lot more effort. And so I think that's going to be harder on my body. So anyway, check-ins look great. I really hope that the list is out next Friday. Last year, the list was out on that Friday. So this year, it's the 13th. Last year was the 15th. On Tuesday last year, they said the list will be out on Friday. So I'm hoping that next week we know if we are on this list, because don't make me go through Christmas on prep if I'm not on this list. Do not make me go through Christmas on a prep diet if I am not on this list. Okay? Please, Lloyd. Lloyd's like the guy that's in charge of this, I guess. So anyway, that's it. I'm going to take my vitamins, and then I will catch you guys in next week's video.